Hey everyone, welcome to the Wilson Homestead. So I am here with this massively loaded down peach tree, and I'm so excited because I actually have a couple of fruit on here that are ripe and ready to eat. I have been waiting for this day all spring. I cannot wait to try one of these peaches and see how it tastes. Now in the past, this tree has fruited a little bit here and there, but usually the deer get them before I do. Either that or we have a late freeze and it freezes all of the blossoms off and we don't get any fruit at all. So this will be the first time that I ever get to try a fruit from this tree, and I think it's going to be really good. I hope so anyway. Just look at all of these peaches. I probably should have thinned this tree out even more than what I did. But we did prop it up with a bunch of stakes to try to take a little bit of the load off of these branches, so hopefully they don't snap. But oh my gosh, all of that fruit. So there were 2 peaches on this branch last night that were really close to being ripe, and I figured that they needed one more day, so let's check them and see where we're at. Alright, this one does have some give to it, but it's still a little hard, so I think I'm going to leave that one. Alright, let's check these. That one's still hard. Oh, here we go. This one feels pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pick it. I don't even know what's the proper way to pick these. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to try this. Okay, let's give this a try and see what it tastes like. It's so juicy. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna need a minute alone with this peach, and I will be right back. Okay, since I only got to pick one of these today, I'm gonna save a couple bites for my husband so he can try it. But oh man, is this good. I mean, it is so sweet and juicy. You guys saw the juice just dripping off of this thing when I held it up to the camera. I cannot wait to get more of these peaches off of this tree. Hopefully they ripen up quickly. So I'm very pleased with that. While we're up here at the perennial bed, I want to show you the butterfly bush. It is really blooming beautifully right now, so we'll take a look at that, and then we'll probably go down to the veggie garden and see what's going on down there. This butterfly bush is so beautiful. Look at those blooms. Okay, we're down here in the vegetable garden. I brought my tub with me because I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to pick a few things. It ain't going to be a massive harvest quite yet. We're kind of starting to get into that time of year where we'll start getting bigger harvests, but right now, you know, it's just a little here, a little there. One of the first things that I want to come over and harvest, I have Hiccup right under my feet right now, so I have to be careful that I don't step on him. Alright, Hiccup. We're walking, we're walking. One of the first things that I'm going to harvest this evening are some of these red Swan beans. I think that's what they're called, red Swan. These red Swan bush beans have actually really surprised me. These are the first ones that I'm going to have to go through and do a harvest on. I was expecting Blue Lake and Tenderette to outperform these, but these are the first ones to go. So we're gonna go through and pick all of these and see what we got. What you doing, Hiccup? Hey, baby. How you doing, Hiccup? No, he's so cute. He's so cute. Alright, that is it for the harvest. See, it's just a tiny harvest, but they needed picked because whenever they get too big, then they're gross. But look at the color. I kind of want to take them out of that pink bucket so you can just appreciate how beautiful these are. Isn't that amazing? Now let's taste one and see how they taste. Okay, let's try one of these red Swan bush beans and see how they taste. It smells like dill right here. I'm right beside of my cucumbers and dill. It smells so good. All right, let's have a bite. Pretty good. Might be a little more tough than what I usually grow. So I'm definitely not going to want these to get very big. Which most of these will probably be canned, so they might be okay. They taste really good. They're really sweet, but the toughness of these kind of scares me a little bit. It doesn't seem very stringy. I don't know. I only sowed one packet of those seeds, so if they do turn out awful, even canned, I'm not out of a whole bunch of space in my garden or money. So, I don't know. The flavor's great, but the texture is a little bit off for me. I'm gonna check for some ground cherries while I'm down here. Couple of them. I've only been getting a couple at a time, but whatever, that's okay. They usually don't even make it into the house. I just eat them while I'm down here. Some of my Patterson onions are starting to get pretty big. Check these out. Look at that. Okay, here are the smooth-skinned cucumbers, the munchers and bait alphas. And on the last video, I thought that the bait alphas were going to be a little bit behind, but they caught back up. Actually, I harvested 6 cucumbers off of these last night, and I'm pretty sure that I probably have another 1 or 2 that I need to pick off of here tonight. These are the munchers. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and pick. I don't like to let them get very big. I like them when they're small. I found a little bee. I think he's taking a nap. There's a couple in here that are getting pretty close, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow and then check on these again. What was that? You chasing bugs? Okay. I got another half row of the landscape fabric put down. I wanted to work on it today, but I ended up having to go to the grocery store, and now I need to go inside and make dessert because I'm gonna go visit my mom and grandma, and the whole family's getting together tomorrow at their house. So I'm not gonna have time. What in the world is that? Why do I have these caterpillars everywhere? And they're dead. And bugs. What in the world? I have no idea what would cause that. I don't spray anything in this garden. I put down slug pellets once in a while, but I haven't sprayed anything in here for years, so I don't know what, like, if stuff is just falling out of these trees. I don't know. That's weird. I've got some sick tomato leaves that I need to come out and cut off of some of these plants. I don't like it anytime I see any discoloration on these because it just takes over so fast, especially whenever it rains like every day. But some of these tomatoes are getting pretty big. I can't wait to have a ripe tomato. Actually, the tumbling toms that are up on my porch, I've got one that's starting to blush, so it won't be long until I have some tumbling toms, at least. I am probably going to be swimming in bush beans about next week because they're all getting really close to being harvested. So that means it'll be into canning time, and I'll be in the kitchen for a lot of my day. Let's look at these here. There's some little beans sitting on there, but not too many yet. The pickling cucumbers are a little bit slower to put on fruit, but they're starting. It won't be long for them now too, because I usually pick them when they're pretty small, so another day and I can pick this one. Now whenever they just first start to put out a few fruits here and there, I just make some refrigerator pickles with them, and then once we get into harvesting like buckets and buckets full, then I go ahead and can some dill pickles. Oh, I found another sleepy bee. Look at him. Good night, little guy. I have a nice little zucchini down in here that I'm going to be able to pick in a day or two. Check out these sunset runner beans. Look how pretty those are. This one has climbed almost to the top of the arch trellis. But I can't wait until these are like in their full glory and putting out a whole bunch of beautiful blooms like this. That's not too bad of a harvest. I will take it. Probably by next week or the week after, I am going to be overwhelmed harvesting beans, cucumbers, canning, and everything else. So it's kind of nice just to walk down here and grab a few fresh things out of the garden to enjoy. So this is kind of the calm before the storm, and I'm just kind of enjoying the garden for now, because I know like about next week or week after it's gonna get crazy. I did manage to stock up on a bunch of canning lids, enough to get me through this season, so I don't have to worry about that right now. It's just gonna be a lot of work, and it is every year, and but it's good, rewarding work, especially when you see shelves lined with all of this garden produce that you grew yourself. You know you didn't spray anything toxic on it, and it tastes 10 times better than anything that you get at the store. Alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time here on the Wilson Homestead. Bye guys.